Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Norwell Night and Bellmont Braves basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com and AdamsCountyVoice.com. This is Greg Van Meter along with Noah Tobias and Derek Decker. We're getting on very late here as we've got a network problem at Bellmont. And it's nobody's fault. It just is what it is. We're at the 5:12 mark of the second quarter. Norwell leading Bellmont right now 23-15. We can't put the scoreboard up on the video tonight, nor can we put any other information on the screen, and I apologize for the blue watermark that you see on your screen. That is our vendor for the streaming video, and we're in under another method to try to bring you as much of this ball game as we possibly can. We appreciate your forbearance with us, as I know one thing I've noticed so far in this ball game, Cody Shively started off hot. I know, Noah, you've got some stats there, and you can probably talk more about that than I can at this point.
Yeah, so far Cody Shively and Riley Stauffer both have 9 points. They basically just went off there in the first quarter. Right now the score is Norwell 23, Bellmont 15 here in the second quarter with 4:35 left to go in the half. And really, it's been all Norwell's ball game. They've been in a 1-3-1 zone, I believe. Well, actually, no, it's a 2-3 zone. Bauer just shot it but missed. But Hess comes back and hits the easy two-pointer. And right now, all of Bellmont's shots, they're really just easy two-point layups off of rebounds. Norwell doing a fairly good job rebounding, but that's just where all of Bellmont's points go towards. Right now, Ocampo rebounded the ball, dribbles it up the court, passes it to Bauer, and he travels. That will be Bellmont's 7th turnover of the ballgame. Bray Wilson will be returning for the Norwell Knights, and also Ryan Okanowski will be returning for the Bellmont Braves.
And Noah, correct me if I'm wrong here, but the Knights have not scored in this quarter.
Correct.
Yeah, and that's a little over 4 minutes in. This Knights team is so inconsistent on the offensive end that they're good at scoring points in streaks, but sometimes they struggle to do it consistently.
Yeah, and those streaks have what have kept this Norwell team to a 5-8 record at this point. So they did win their last outing in the conference. That was against Leo, 79-73. And that was on Saturday night?
Yeah, correct, yes.
Yeah. Norwell was supposed to play at Wayne on Tuesday night, but due to the weather, that game was postponed to January 27th. 3:18 left here in the half. Norwell up by 6. As that foul is going to be called on number 3 of the Braves. That's Adam Weaver, his second, team's 4th. Norwell has 6 team fouls to this point in this ball game. To be honest with you, I haven't been able to watch much of it because I've been trying to get us on air. Riley Stauffer handled a tough pass. Good take, and he's going to go to the line on the shooting foul. That's called on number 5, Sam Ainsworth. Bellmont absolutely loaded with seniors. Of the 9 players listed on the roster that they give out to the public, 8 of them are seniors, and then Austin Ocampo, the lone underclassman, is a junior. Stauffer with the second one makes it a 24-17 Norwell lead. Apologize that we don't have the Subway scoreboard up on the screen for you. We are just unable to do that this evening. Norwell running their trap defense, and they've had some success so far. Boy, nice pass there, but a good block by Cody Shively.
Yeah, right now Norwell is shooting 64% for three-pointers, and that's 7 of 11. That is the best, three-point percentage that I have seen Norwell shoot to this point in the season, and it's really encouraging to see them shooting this well.
Yeah, it's just a very tough percentage to maintain, as Norwell on the season probably right around the 30% mark. We don't have season stats, but there's a 3-ball in the corner from Hall. It didn't go down. It will remain Belmont's ball. On the floor for the Knights, it's Cole Wilson, Cody Shively, Riley Stauffer, Ian Kissel, and Bray Wilson. For Bellmont, it's Sam Ainsworth. He's got the basketball right now. Gives it up to Austin Ocampo. Now Ryan Okanowski almost lost the handle. He's in the lane for quite a while too, as well as Trace Bauer and Jake Hall. That's going to be a foul called on the Knights, and it puts Bellmont in the bonus. The foul will go on 25. Riley Stauffer, his second. Entering the game for Bellmont, number 33, Connor Hess. 6'3" senior. Looks like Colt Rinkenberger is going to check in for the Knights as well, and he'll replace Stauffer. Stauffer had a great start, big part of the early Norwell lead. But Belmont's been cutting into it here, although that missed free throw doesn't help anything. Bray Wilson will bring it up for the Knights, as Bellmont in a man-to-man defense, it appears. Well, although they're not moving on the baseline. Oh, nice steal there by number 12, Hall. Batted away by Cole Wilson. It'll remain Belmont's ball. Minute 44 left here in the half. Hall will inbound for the Braves. And see what the call is. What was the call there?
Ainsworth travel.
Okay. Another turnover on the Braves. How many turnovers do you have the Braves for, Noah?
Right now the Braves have 8 turnovers, and Norwell, I only have them for, well, I actually have them for 6 turnovers. I'm sorry. I thought I had them for a little less than that.
Cole Wilson with a quick 3 off the front of the rim. Bellmont pushing the pace the other way, but Norwell did a good job of getting back. That's Okanowski with the ball. He's got the open 15-footer, no good. Rebound controlled by Bray Wilson. Batted out of there by Cody Shively, actually. Ian Kissel, who's being guarded very closely by Austin Ocampo up top. Lost the handle and lost the ball. It's on the floor, and a timeout called by Bellmont. Good heads-up play. That'll be the first timeout called, I believe, of this ball game.
30-second timeout called by the Braves.
We'll take a quick
First
break.
timeout of the game.
Well, no, we won't take a quick break. We'll keep it right here.
Remember, at halftime, we have our silver arrow.
Well, just to kind of catch you up, what was the score at the end of the first quarter, Noah? You don't have it on your...
What was it, 23?
23 to 11.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yep, that
so
sounds
1
right.
point here in the second quarter for the Knights. Only 6 for Bellmont, as they've cut the gap to 7.
Yeah,
here
and
with
it's
a
not
minute left.
particularly the defense that's dictating
No.
that low score here in the second quarter.
No.
It's a lot of missed shots by both sides.
And Norwell started off just absolutely blazing from three-point range. Near the end of the quarter, They finished somewhere around 75% in the quarter from three-point range.
Just under a minute to go here in the half. Okanowski handling it as they break the Norwell's 1-2-2 pressure from the wing. That was number 5, Sam Ainsworth. They try to wrestle it away from Bray Wilson. It's out of bounds and it'll go to Norwell. Bellmont just cold as ice to this point from the field. Only 17 points in this half. And Norwell equally as cold, 1 point in the second quarter. Bellmont bringing some pressure here with 34 seconds left. Norwell playing catch over the top of that defense. That's Paul guarding Bray Wilson with 24. Coach Hawkins wants one shot. As Middleton in the lineup, by the way, for Norwell. He ended off that timeout. Cole Wilson took a seat. 11 seconds. Wilson into the lane. He'll find Middleton beyond the arc. 3 seconds. Middleton with a turnaround three. In and out. And that will end the first half. Norwell with a 24-17 lead here at Bellmont this evening. Norwell trying to stay perfect in the NE8. We'll take a break, a quick break, and be back with some stats and what we can put together for a halftime show after these words from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton.
Well, welcome back to Bellmont along with Noah Tobias and Derek Decker. This is Greg Van Meter. In the conference, Norwell came into this game 2-0. Bellmont 0-2. Bellmont's 2 conference losses to New Haven and Columbia City. Norwell's 2 conference wins over DeKalb and Leo. Bellmont overall 3-9 coming into this one. Norwell 5-8. As we mentioned, Bellmont just loaded with seniors this year. Norwell, a relatively young crew. And they have struggled with consistency to this point. Losing their first 4, then winning 4, losing 4 again, and then winning their last one against Leo. They lead here at Bellmont tonight at halftime, 24-17, after a blazingly quick start. Scored 23 points in the first quarter, and they scored a total of 1 in the second quarter. And Noah, why don't you share with us some of the details around that scoring?
Yeah, let's do that. First, for the guests on the scoreboard, the Norwell Knights, Cody Shively had 9 points. All those were in the first quarter. Ian Kissel had 3 points. Riley Stauffer had 10 points. Bray Wilson had 2 points. The Knights were 8 of 18 from the field, which was 44%. They were 1 of 5 for 2-point field goals, which was 20%. And they were 7 of 13, which is 53% for 3-point field goals. They were also 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Non-scoring, they had 7 assists, 7 rebounds total, 2 steals, 1 block, and 6 turnovers. Now for the Bellmont Braves, the home team on the scoreboard. Number 5, Ainsworth had 4 points. Number 12, Hall had 6 points. Number 33, Hess had 7 points. And then your Belmont Braves were 7 of 18 from the field, which is 38%. They were also 7 of 10 for 2-point field goals, which is 70%, and 0 of 8 for 3-point field goals. They were also 3 of 4 for free throw attempts. And then non-scoring for the Braves, I only had them down for 1 assist. They had 8 rebounds total, 3 steals, all 3 steals coming from number 12, Jake Hall. And then they also had 8 turnovers to this point. Really in the second half, I'm looking forward to seeing Norwell if they can come back and hit a good amount of threes just like they did in the first quarter. Just hopefully that they'll bounce back from that second quarter. Derek, really Belmont, they weren't hitting very many shots to this point, but they were doing pretty well defensively.
Yeah, that's right. They're forcing a lot of long jump shots for the Knights. Unfortunately, they knocked a bunch of them down in the first quarter. Obviously did not make a field goal in that second quarter. Just the free throw from Riley Stauffer, I believe. And on offense, the Knights relatively stagnant right now. They've had a couple of turnovers in that second quarter. They struggled getting a lot of things going on offense, but the Norwell defense has stepped it up a little bit on that end of the floor. Again, the Knights only giving up 17 points in that first half, and they didn't get a lot of point-blank looks, which is really good. Both these teams a little bit undersized. They both start 4 guards and a forward. But other than that, it's a pretty darn good matchup. It's a rivalry game, as we mentioned, and the Knights have a 7-point lead here tonight.
Yeah, really, Norwell did a great job. Like we were saying earlier, Belmont, if they can just make a few more shots, I feel like they can really come back into this ball game. They actually have done a great job just holding on and only allowing Norwell to score that 1 point in that second quarter. We'll look to see what the Knights and the Braves can come out with here in this second half.
Well, we've got a pretty cool ceremony going on here at Bellmont tonight. I believe this is the Silver Tomahawk Award or something like that.
Silver Crown, I believe.
Silver Crown?
48th Silver Crowning.
Okay. Well, in any case, those young ladies are being honored in the middle of the floor tonight. Looks like they nominated a half a dozen girls for the award. And they'll name the winner here in just a few moments. But so far, a competitive game here at Bellmont tonight. Norwell with that 7-point lead, but that lead was, I believe, 13 at the end of the first quarter, 23-10, I believe.
23-11.
23-11. Bellmont outscoring Norwell 6-1 in the second quarter. And you mentioned it, Derek, that is the nature of this team. Very streaky. They just, when they're hot, and when they're cold, they're in Siberia.
Yeah, that's right. And
well, look at it this way. When they're hot, they're yesterday. When they're cold, they're Monday.
Okay.
Right?
I would agree with that.
Would you agree with that? It was 1 degree Monday, Wednesday.
Right.
Wednesday.
And what happens is that when they're not scoring, they tend to slow down a lot on offense. They don't get as many shots up. The pace slows down significantly, and they just can't get a lot going on offense. And it's we're going to crown the silver.
Yep. And it appears that the last year's winner, also on the floor, Emma Sonnenberg, your silver award winner, being wrapped up in the Silver Award banner, white Silver Crown Award flowers, and a silver crown, and another set of flowers. This girl's just raking it in. I wonder what the cash prize is. Do you think there is one, Noah? No cash prize?
Who knows?
Probably not. But congratulations to Emma Sonnenberg for winning the award here this evening at Bellmont. We'll take a quick break here from a couple more sponsors and be back with the start of the second half and the balance of the halftime show after these words.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Desmond Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Professionally trained staff support, the opportunity to bring guests, plus various youth programs. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org. This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
He shoots. He scores. It's out of here. He could go all the way.
That's the reaction you'll get when you get her a gift of fine jewelry from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers, and we want you to score big. We have beautiful diamond pendants, rings, and earrings, including diamonds in motion. These pieces, powered by her heartbeat, are awesome.
Check out our fun jewelry. Stainless steel jewelry by SteelX, Jewel Pops by Chameleon, Angelica bracelets made from recycled metals, and our newest, convertibles by Lestage.
We offer ring sizing done on premise, and the first sizing is free when you purchase your ring from Daniel's.
Okay, guys, best of all, free gift wrapping.
Win big. See you at Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton on State Road 1, north of Lowe's. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Welcome back to Bellmont. Norwell with a 24-17 halftime lead. We sure appreciate your patience with our technical issues tonight. We just were unable to get onto our normal broadcasting mechanism, and so we essentially bypassed that with some help from the vendor in, I believe, New York. And that's why you don't see the Subway scoreboard or any of the stats that we would normally put up at halftime for you. I'll tell you what, if Norwell doesn't start finding a way to score outside of the three-pointer here in the second half, all the momentum is going to go in Bellmont's favor.
Yeah, most definitely. Like Derek said earlier, Norwell was above 75% for the three-point field goals in the first quarter, and that's absolutely incredible, but we are very, very streaky this year. And honestly, that didn't really surprise me that we couldn't hit anything in that second quarter.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Norwell's going to have to pick up the defense too, Derek, because they gave up some easy shots that Bellmont didn't hit in the first half.
Yeah, Bellmont shot a pretty poor percentage, and a lot of them were decent looks. I mean, Belmont's getting the looks I think they want, but they're just not being able to knock them down. And you talked about it. The JV kind of did the same thing. They lost and had a lead in this one. At halftime, they led, I believe, and kind of didn't score and didn't do what they needed to do in the third and fourth quarters to hang on to win.
Yeah, and the JV did lose 45-38 as Shively couldn't get the runner to go. Nice hustle by Colt Rankenberger, and Bray Wilson gets it to Cole Wilson, who travels. Just did not get the ball on the floor before he moved both feet. So it's Bray Wilson, Cole Wilson, Cody Shively, Colt Rankenberger, and Ian Kissel out there for the Knights. They're in a 1-3-1 zone, really trying to pressure the Bellmont ball handlers. There's a long pass underneath. Boy, good hustle by Ian Kissel to shut off that scoring opportunity, as wide open underneath was Jake Hall, but couldn't get a shot up. For Bellmont, it's Hall, Okanowski, Ocampo, Ainsworth, and Connor Hess. Neither team with much size. The tallest player for each side, 6'3" this evening. Norwell really trapping out of that 1-3-1. That's a three-pointer from Ainsworth, and that gets the Braves to within 4. Kissel working on Ocampo. Ocampo's a lone junior on this varsity squad, at least on the roster that we had. They may have a couple more players that are underclassmen down there that just didn't make it onto this particular roster. As Bellmont picks up its first foul of the second half, that's on Ocampo, his first as well. Oh my goodness, they let Colt Rankenberger get wide open underneath the basket. Not able to knock down the shot, but that is going to be a foul, and I think it's going to go on Connor Hess. It does. That's his second on the team. The defense for Bellmont just kind of left Colt Rankenberger, so he's got an opportunity to get a couple of those points back. I'm so used to keeping score that
you're reaching down on the computer,
tracing the cursor on nothing. Rankenberger's second one also good. Boy, those two free throws look good.
And really this year he's looked really good from the free throw line. I've honestly been surprised with this being his first year playing basketball.
Steal and score there by Cody Shively. And Norwell's trap really causing Bellmont a lot of trouble, although Okanowski takes it coast to coast. Can't get it to go. That'll remain Belmont's ball. It was off the Colt Rankenberger. 6.5 left here in the third. Norwell up by 8. They've already scored more points in this quarter than they did in the second. Inbounding is Hall. That's Ainsworth on the drive. Gets it to go and draws the foul. It's going to be called on Cole Wilson. His second of the game, first of the half on the Knights. I don't think anybody really in much foul trouble for either team, Noah.
No, really. The most that any person has is 2 fouls.
Ainsworth able to convert the three-point play. And he has been the offense so far for Bellmont here in the second half. Cole Wilson will take a seat and give way to Riley Stauffer. Riley does have a pair of fouls.
Yes, Riley does have 2 fouls.
That's Bray Wilson on the wing. He'll leave it for Shively. Shively working on Ainsworth. Now Wilson. Riley Stauffer launches a long 2. He had his foot on the line. Underneath, that's a held ball, so it'll go to Bellmont on the possession arrow. Cody Shively.
And the foul on number 33, Connor Hess. His third.
Sorry for the break there.
Team third for the Braves.
We're back. 5:51 left in the third quarter. A foul was called on Connor Hess. He'll take a seat as he's replaced by Trace Bauer. Bray Wilson trying to convert the three-point play. Didn't quite get that one to the rim, or above the rim. There's a trap. Boy, I tell you, Norwell playing tenacious defense in this 1-3-1. There's another steal, this time by Bray Wilson. 1-on-3, and they're going to call a carry on Wilson. Well, Bray was trying to pull it back out, I think, as Bellmont will call a timeout. That's the second one they've used. We'll take it along with the coach and be right back after these words from Heidi Motors.
Heidi Motors is celebrating 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with an outstanding selection of low-mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs that are in fantastic condition. And their ASE certified technicians in the service department offer oil changes, brakes, AC tune-ups, as well as a full line of replacement parts and tires, and are the best in customer satisfaction. Visit HeidiMotors.com to browse their inventory of new and used vehicles.
Of course, head coach John Baker called that timeout for the Braves. He's in his 5th year with the Braves, 22-76 record. Randy Hawkins on the opposite bench in his 7th year at Norwell with 115 wins versus 49 losses. Bellmont trying to get it in the front court. They finally do on the long pass from Weaver to Hall. Hall on the drive, scores. Nice move by Jake Hall. That gets the Braves to within 5. 5:12 left here in the third. Wilson thought about a 3, and that pass deflected. Good defense by Okanowski there. Cody Shively almost got it back, and the Norwell Knights do end up with it as Weaver couldn't handle that sideline pass. It's a tough ball to handle. Norwell trying to build on a 5-point lead. Riley Stauffer getting a lot of minutes tonight for the Knights. Shively on the drive. Stauffer now to the lane. Nice pass underneath to Rinkenberger. And Norwell has really kind of exploited a soft interior defense tonight for the Braves. Okanowski gives it up underneath to Hall. Hall can't get the point-blank shot to go, and that's going to be a foul on Jake Hall. A little bit of a frustration foul there for Jake. Not happy with himself on missing that shot. It was a great feed from Okanowski. Second foul on Hall, 4th on the team here in the second half. 4.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Wilson, who's done a lot of ball handling tonight for the Knights, throws it away as Riley Stauffer was supposed to zig. Instead, he zagged. That'll be a turnover on the Knights. As Connor Hess will re-enter with 3 fouls for the Braves, replacing Jake Hall. Very common name here in the Bellmont territory. Hall has been around for a while. Of course, Ben Fullenkamp, another very familiar name. Ben has, I don't think he's been on the floor yet tonight. Another steal for the Knights. Shively loses it, and it'll be off of, they're going to have to confer on this one. It looked like it was off of Okanowski. So I'd say it's either got to be Norwell ball or a Norwell foul. It is blue basketball. Bray Wilson will inbound for the Knights. That's Ian Kissel on the baseline. He loses the handle, and it's recovered by Ainsworth. Okanowski will bring it up, the 6'3" guard into the front court. And that's where Bellmont has struggled a little bit, not getting rid of the basketball early enough against Norwell's trap. Norwell's done a good job of getting into those traps quickly as Ainsworth launches another 3. That gets the Braves to within 4. Sam Ainsworth here in the third quarter on fire for the Braves, Noah.
Yeah, he has 13 points in this ball game now.
And I believe he's got 9 of them here in the second half. Kissel, who's been very quiet tonight, feeds it to Shively. Shively nor Bray Wilson can hit the 3 attempts. And Ainsworth heads the other way. It's stripped by Stauffer. Kissel loses the handle. It's on the floor. And a timeout called by Ian Kissel and Coach Hawkins. It'll be a 30. We'll take it along with Coach Hawkins and be right back here on Wells County's Voice.com.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has Friday Night Trio League for ages 4 through 19 with sign-ups going on now. This 10-week league is at 7 p.m. on Fridays for $8.25 per week for 3 games and shoes. Also on Friday, it's Friday Fun from noon to 6 p.m. Bowl for just $1 and shoe rental is only 50 cents. The Bowling Center, 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Welcome back, folks. 3:04 left in the third. Norwell will have the basketball near half court. Trying to hold on to what was a 7-point lead at halftime, 24-17. Bellmont doing a much better job of scoring the basketball here in the second half. Good backdoor move there by Bray Wilson, as I believe that was a set play coming out of that timeout. Good job by Randy Hawkins. That's one thing that he has done exceedingly well over his 7 years at Norwell. That's running plays out of timeouts. They seem to score about 80% of the time. The foul was called on Connor Hess. That's his 4th. So he'll have to take a seat, as Coach Baker telling Connor Hess, you just can't leave your feet like that. Wilson able to convert the 3-point play. And Quentin Middleton will replace Bray in the Norwell lineup. Norwell now up by that 7-point margin again. Spending the defense into the backcourt. They've gone away, though, from the 1-3-1. It's man-to-man now, as on the drive, Trace Bauer blocked by Ian Kissel. But they're going to say Ian got him with his body.
Norwell foul number 12, Ian Kissel, his first.
That'll be the first foul on Kissel, team second here in the half. Boy, and Bellmont, with the exception of Sam Ainsworth, Bellmont has had a lid on the basket in this basketball game. Grace Bauer able to get the second one to go. Bauer, a 6-foot senior, listed at 190 pounds. A solid Trace Bauer out there. Kissel forces the drive, and a travel is going to be called on Ian. Coach Hawkins thought there might have been a foul. Of course, we couldn't tell from our angle.
It seemed like there were a lot of hands reaching in, but again, their angle is the only angle that matters.
That's exactly right. Okanowski will bring it across the timeline for the Braves, being guarded by Middleton. Boy, just blew right by Quentin Middleton, as Ian Kissel able to control the rebound, being guarded very closely in the backcourt. Into the front court now, he'll leave it for Middleton. That's Cole Wilson, who entered off the timeout, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Ryan Okanowski. It'll be his first. Team's
Foul number 11, Okanowski,
6.
his first, team 6.
As Bray Wilson re-enters, Colt Rinkenberger takes his seat. Also, Cody Shively's going to check in. He'll replace Riley Stauffer. 2:16 left here in the third quarter. Wilson inbounding for the Knights. Finds Cole Wilson, his nephew. Now Ian Kissel, the top of the key, will reset. Has Kissel scored tonight, Miller?
Yeah, Kissel has 3 points to his name.
That was in the first quarter, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wilson being guarded very closely by Hall. He needs to get rid of it. Finally does. That was close to a 5-second call. Bellmont having picked up the defensive pressure a little bit. Cody Shively has not been able to get one of those floaters to go all night. Ainsworth underneath, that's Hall. Hall trying to muscle his way in, loses the basketball. Ian Kissel the other way. He'll slow down. Now he takes it in, draws the foul, and I think that's going to go on Ainsworth. It is. That'll be his second. And the Knights will be in the bonus for the rest of this one, as that was the 7th team foul on the Braves. Kissel's free throw rattles in. Ian set a single game free throw record for the Knights against Leo last Saturday night. 19 of 19. That surpassed a record that had stood for, let's see, it'd be 42 years. That was back in 1973. Kent Huppengarner held the record at 16 for 16. More recently, Josh Van Meter was 14 for 14 in a game against Carroll. That was in the 2011-12 season. As Ainsworth forces his way in, he's going to draw the foul. Hitting the deck pretty hard was Ian Kissel, and he'll draw that foul. That's his second. Team's third.
12, Ian Kissel, his second. Team third.
1:16 left here in the third quarter. As Ainsworth, who's had an excellent second half for the Bellmont Braves, up to, I believe, 14 points, right, Noah?
Yep, you're right.
10 of those here in the second half so far. So he can make it 11. And he does not. As Cole Wilson corrals the rebound. Bray Wilson will head the other way. Working on Hall. Belmont's been much all night. They're in the soft zone for a little bit. They got out of that in a hurry after Norwell hit a couple of threes. There's a steal by number 3, Adam Weaver. And he travels on his way to the basket. A good steal by Adam, but took an extra step as Ian Kissel ran in front of him. Weaver entered off that last timeout for the Braves. Under a minute to go. Wouldn't surprise me to see Norwell hold it here for one shot, leading by 7. Kissel not being guarded very closely. Now he gets into the lane. That's Quentin Middleton, and he'll go to the line. Trace Bauer hacked him across both arms. That's his first.
That was the number 24, Trace Bauer, his first. Teammate.
Belmont really racking up the fouls here in the second half. That's 8 in this quarter on the Braves. Middleton successful with his first attempt. Connor Hess is going to re-enter with 4 fouls, replacing Weaver. Also for the Knights, Colt Rinkenberger replaces Ian Kissel.
I honestly don't understand why Connor Hess is coming in with 38 seconds left to go in the third.
Well,
that's awfully risky.
I think Coach Baker thinks that Connor Hess may be his only interior threat. 33 seconds left in the quarter. Bauer tried a little tap pass. Not a wise choice, as it was batted away and finally tied up. It'll be Norwell's basketball. Another turnover on the Braves, and they've had plenty of them tonight.
Yeah, so far Belmont has had 16 rebounds.
How about turnovers?
I'm sorry, 16 turnovers.
16 turnovers.
Said that wrong.
27.3 left here in the quarter. Colt Rinkenberger will take a seat. I don't know what happened on that. He was going to enter for Ian Kissel, I thought. Instead, Kissel will bring the ball across the timeline for the Knights. 21 seconds left. Ian, I'm sure, is going to keep the ball as long as he can up top. Now he gives it to Bray Wilson. Wilson being guarded by Hall. Kissel finds Wilson, Cole Wilson. Now Cody Shively. Bray Wilson thought about the open three. Instead takes the jumper with 2 seconds. And that will end the third quarter. Norwell extending its lead to 41-30 after 3. We'll take a break and be back with fourth quarter action here at Bellmont after these words.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Norwell now with a double-digit lead heading into the fourth quarter, 41-30 here against the home-standing Braves. Norwell trying to stay perfect in the conference, trying to keep the Braves without a win in conference play so far. Although, admittedly, I would say Bellmont's schedule in the conference much more difficult than the Knights, having played two of the favorites in the conference, New Haven and Columbia City. Columbia City really the overall favorite coming into the year. Bellmont really struggling holding on to the basketball. That's Sam Ainsworth up top. Connor Hess is going to launch a three and not come close. However, Ryan Okanowski there for the offensive rebound. Good job by Okanowski finding the gap in Norwell's rebounding position there. Ian Kissel with his first field goal since early in the first quarter maintains Norwell's 11-point lead. Jake Hall will launch a three. That's no good. And the rebound controlled by Kissel. I could kind of see Ian wanting to really go against Austin Ocampo. And there's the three ball, and it's good as Ocampo gave Ian too much ground. Norwell's lead now up to 14, excuse me. And Coach Baker wants a timeout for the Braves. He needs to stop the bleeding here. Norwell up by 14. We'll take a break here from Heidi Motors and be right back.
Hi, this is Brent Heidi of Heidi Chrysler in Bluffton. The good old days of shopping for a car. No high-pressure sales, people who knew your name, an owner on the premise who cared. You can still experience that at Heidi Chrysler. Instead of free hot dogs and gimmicky sales, you will find friendly, hassle-free salespeople who will help you define the right Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram vehicle that fits your budget and lifestyle. Since 1975, we have been there for you after the sale with a service department that has consistently been awarded the 5-star award, the highest ranking Chrysler gives to its dealers. So if buying a car with no hassles and at the right price is more important to you than gimmicky sales and hot dogs, then stop by Heidi Chrysler today. You can find us on North Main Street in Bluffton, and when you do, you'll see that at Heidi Chrysler, our reputation means a great deal.
Yeah, welcome back to Bellmont. 6:35 left in this one. Norwell leading by 14. Bellmont has really had a hard time scoring the basketball tonight, Noah.
Yeah, really. Sam Ainsworth has done a great job for the Braves. He has 14 points right now. But Ian Kissel did a great job ending off the last possession, hitting a three, and he is now up to 10 points for this game. He's just an incredible free throw shooter. That streak is still going for him. Not in a single game, of course, but just as he would, just as the games go on. I think he's now like 23 of 23 because he hasn't missed a free throw since that.
So he's hit his last 23.
Yeah.
Nice move there by Connor Hess. I think that's why John Baker had him in there with 4 fouls. And I don't think he's going to come out unless he picks up the 5th one. He'll try now for a 3-point play. And the big senior able to knock it down. Hess was listed at 6'3", 175. Pretty good athlete underneath there. Right now he's guarding Quentin Middleton on the baseline. Norwell will try to milk their possessions here a little bit with 6 minutes left and an 11-point lead. Bellmont in the man-to-man as Norwell tries to draw him out high. Quentin Middleton, the only player on the baseline for the Knights. Kissel thought he might take it to the rim there, but decided against it. Now Ian will reset the Knights' offense, being guarded by Adam Weaver, who came in off the timeout. Kissel forces it up. Couldn't get it to go, but does draw the foul. Boy, he had Cody Shively wide open on the left wing.
Yeah,
foul called on, who was it called on? Number 3? Number 12,
number
Jake
12.
Hall. I'm sorry, go ahead, Noah.
Norwell's just doing a great job right now of really just moving all around, not trying to stand still. That streak has now ended, of course.
That's on you, buddy. Don't look at me.
Yeah, I know.
Noah Tobias ruining Ian Kissel's free throw streak. It ends at 23. As
at least 23.
Both of these high schoolers that I work with believe in jinxes.
Well, when we work with you, we kind of have to.
Kissel restarts another streak, though, and extends Norwell's lead to 12 at 47-35. Sam Ainsworth trying to drive. Good defense there by Kissel. That's Connor Hess on the move and travels. Yep. Drug that left foot, his pivot foot. Another turnover on the Braves.
This game really kind of getting away from Bellmont here.
Ray Wilson will bring it up for the Knights. Now, I agree with you, Derek. If Norwell scores on this possession, they're going to make it very tough on the Braves to come back, even though there's still 5 minutes left. This team does do a pretty good job of taking care of the basketball in the half court. Shively almost lost it there, but Holt Rankenberger gathers it up. Now Wilson, that's Bray. Plays catch with Cody Shively. Shively being guarded by Ainsworth. And boy, Norwell really milking the clock here. 4:39 left in this one. Cody Shively's going to be fouled by Connor Hess. So Hess not able to stay in the game for as long as what Coach Baker would have liked. He will foul out with 4:37 on the clock.
Team foul number 10 on the
Coach Baker has a full minute to decide who to replace Connor Hess with. He'll replace him with Ryan Okanowski. Okanowski, another starter for the Braves.
Okanowski and Hess are two really good tennis players. I remember from previous years playing against both of them. It was always a good time seeing them and building friendships with a couple of the different Bellmont players.
Cody Shively will shoot a pair of free throws, as even though that foul was on the floor, Norwell now in the double bonus, and they've only committed 4 fouls, so that is a big product, though, of the fact that Belmont's had to play from behind nearly the entirety of this basketball game. Norwell jumped out quickly, led it by 7 at halftime, and now they're up by 13 with 4.5 minutes to go. Jake Hall takes it to the rim, can't convert it. Boy, Jake's struggled at the rim tonight. Bellmont now extending their defense out to half-court trap. Kissel in trouble, finds Cole Wilson, and a foul is going to be called on Jake Hall.
I think the timeout's got to come first.
No. Coach, yeah, it is a timeout. You're right. No foul then on Jake Hall. Instead, Coach Hawkins called the foul before the whistle blew. It's a full timeout. Second one that Coach Hawkins has used tonight. We'll take it along with the Knights and be right back.
The Big Philly Cheesesteak. Every meat lover's dream. With lots of steak smothered in melted cheese, it's easy to see why this classic is the taste that Philly is so proud of. Subway melts loaded up with your favorite fresh fixins and lots of ooey gooey melty cheese. They're the ultimate in flavor. For a limited time only, try the chicken cordon bleu or the chicken marinara melt. It's melted goodness made irresistible. Subway of Bluffton. Eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you on North Main and inside Walmart.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located. Across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
4:12 left in this one. Norwell with a relatively comfortable lead, 13 points. Belmont's going to have to bring some significant pressure here to try to create some turnovers.
And on top of that, they got to hit their baskets.
Yes, they do. They have really struggled, even with some relatively easy shots at the rim all night long. There's going to be a foul on Adam Weaver, as Coach Hawkins says, Cole, please come to the basketball. That's a sophomore mistake. He'll go to the line as Weaver picks up his 3rd foul. 4:03 left now in this one. Wilson's free throw short. Cole, after earning the starting job a couple of games ago, has not seen a ton of playing time the last couple of games. Was that one?
It's the rim. Oh,
it barely hit the rim.
It did
went
touch
down.
the rim. Adam Weaver credited with a rebound there. Okanowski trying to get to the rim. That'll be a foul on the Knights. We'll see who they call it against.
I believe that's going to be on Colt Rinkenberger, and if it is, that's a second. He's kind of limping around a little bit. It will be on Colt Rinkenberger.
I think he came down funny on that right ankle. He'll limp his way to the sideline. You know, he's not, as Riley Stauffer actually came in for Cole Wilson. Rickenberger in some obvious pain out there.
Yeah, now the official's going to make, he's going to make him sub.
Yep. Quentin Middleton will replace Colt Rinkenberger. And Coach Hawkins telling him to run it off.
Wow, okay.
Well, it did not look like a severe injury or anything. Colt being attended to by the assistant coach there. Okanowski could not get the turnaround to go. Boy, he's just cold as ice. Jake Hall's going to pick up his 4th foul, I believe. Fouling Cody Shively in the backcourt.
Number 12, Jake Hall.
That'll send, that was the 3rd foul on Jake Hall. Cody Shively will go to the line to shoot a pair. The Knights can take care of at the free throw line. They can ice this one with 3:45 left. That one looked good from Cody. High arching free throw.
Right now the Knights are 11 of 17 from the free throw line, which is 65%. So
you'd like to see that number up around at least over 70. As Shively helps to get it there with his 2nd free throw. Norwell with its biggest lead of the game, 50-35. Okanowski blew right by Bray Wilson. Drew the foul and scored.
Brian Okanowski with the drive.
A number of and one opportunities for both teams tonight as Bray Wilson picks up his first foul.
Bray Wilson, his first, team 6.
Yeah.
I have him down for 2, but okay.
Well, the other one might have been maybe on Cole Wilson. Not sure. 16th foul on the Knights. 1-2-2 trap here from Bellmont. And they're not getting into it quickly enough for John Baker's liking. As the Knights playing keep away here from the Braves. Middleton looking for help. Gets it to Kissel. Ball fakes are good, gentlemen, as Ian Kissel just demonstrated. Clock ticks down towards 3 minutes here. as Jake Hall comes close to picking up his 5th foul. Boy, Cody Shively was wide open there in the middle for a second for the Knights. The Knights are going to insist on a layup here, or no shot at all. Bray Wilson finally is going to be fouled. Sam Ainsworth looked like he just kind of got tired of.
There you go, Bray.
And we're back here at Bellmont for our 3rd connection, as Okanowski cannot get it to go.
Bauer for the Braves is going to pick up his 2nd free throw. I'm sorry, his 2nd foul.
The great night continues, gentlemen.
Wow, that is just great. Cody Shively is going to go to the line for the Knights. Looks like Colt Rinkenberger for the Knights is walking on his ankle okay. He's back sitting down on the bench.
Yeah, the Knights, barring a really unlikely series of events, is going to improve to 3-0 in the conference, 6-8 overall. Columbia City plays New Haven right now. New Haven is on the road at Columbia City, as that's an unnecessary foul from Bray Wilson. But both of those teams are undefeated as well in the conference. That game is expected to be very tight. Columbia City a 1-point favorite in that one.
Against New Haven?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that at New Haven?
That's at Columbia City.
Okay. Columbia City's a very difficult
It
place
is.
to win a basketball
We
game.
talked about it when the girls were up there.
Yeah.
Just the surroundings are different. It's just a different atmosphere in that place.
Of course, this year, that game will be at Castle this year, right? Columbia City?
Yes.
For the boys?
And then boys sectional will be at Columbia City. Girls regional will be at Columbia City.
For Columbia City, getting all kinds of action in that old gym. Okanowski knocking down a couple of free throws, and John Baker will use his 4th timeout. I think there might have been a foul called.
Yeah, there's a foul.
Before the timeout, it's on Jake Hall.
On number 12, Jacob Hall is forward.
As it must have been egregious. I didn't see it. But that official said something to Hall as the timeout was called. That means there's only 1 left for the Bellmont Braves. It's a full timeout. We'll take it along with Coach Baker. Be right back.
At First Bank of Bern, you can depend on us for checking accounts that fit your needs. We have free checking with no strings attached. Absolutely free checking with a free Visa debit card, free online banking, even mobile banking. Stop by or call any First Bank of Bern office. We'll help you find a checking account that is perfect for you. First Bank of Bern, employee-owned and conveniently located. Visit us online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located. Across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Kerry Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Kerry Jennis of Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Bellmont trailing by 14. 2:23 left on the clock. Welly Stauffer will shoot a couple of free throws. Look good on that one. Derek, your favorite ad's coming up here. It'll be next on the playlist.
It is my favorite commercial, and I have developed a little head nod while we have that.
Yeah, you have.
Playing.
Greg, you also have.
Well, that
was dating back to baseball season.
Exactly. As Adam Weaver gets it to Okanowski, Norwell playing some pretty intense defense. Sam Ainsworth continues his stellar second half. Another 3 ball for him. Under 2 minutes to go now. And another timeout as Norwell was in danger of getting a 10-second call. And you know what? I'm so excited about that Pescetti's ad. I'm going to run it right now.
Let's
with
go.
Norwell up by 13. Here we go.
What do you guys want to eat for supper tonight?
I want Pescetti.
I want Pescetti.
Pescetti's Italian restaurant, where yes, you can get spaghetti and so much more. Subs, sandwiches, burgers, calzones, pizzas, salads, and a whole menu full of Italian cuisine and desserts. Pescetti's restaurant is conveniently located at 229 West Market Street in Bluffton, and they're open for lunch 11 to 4, 7 days a week.
Fine, we'll go to Pescetti's, but I want some garlic knots.
Pescetti's, open Monday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sundays 11 to 8 p.m. Pescetti's Italian Restaurant, 229 West Market Street in Bluffton.
And we're back. 1:54 left. Norwell trying to hang on to the basketball at this point. That's really their only goal. Force Bellmont to foul.
Hey, it started with a B. It's all right.
That's right. Had an L in it. T, an N.
Sam Ainsworth has
No.
17 points for Bellmont.
And 13 of those, I believe, in the second half. Boy, Middleton got away with one there as it hit Adam Weaver's foot. It'll remain Norwell's basketball. Ray Wilson inbounding for the Knights. Bellmont really not contesting the inbounds pass much. Again, Adam Weaver knocks it out of bounds. But they're immediately getting into the trap once the inbound pass is completed. Shively gets it across to Middleton, and Middleton is fouled by Weaver. That's the fourth on Adam Weaver. It'll be interesting to see how long Coach Baker continues to foul here. Trailing by 13.
Ainsworth has 3 fouls. Hall has 4 fouls. And Weaver has 4 fouls now.
And a lot of that fouling has happened here late in the fourth quarter for the Braves. Trying to get back into it. Trace Bauer. Trevor Bauer is a pitcher. Trace Bauer back in the game for Bellmont.
Yeah, what we didn't mention is Bellmont with their new floor here.
And it does look nice.
It does.
It looks great. They did an excellent job. Okanowski high off the backboard, no good. Weaver could not control the offensive rebound. Now full court pressure. Middleton lost it, but Norwell will keep it as it was off of Okanowski. Entering for Bellmont, Austin Ocampo as Bauer takes a seat. He wasn't in there for very long. Junior replacing senior. Again, almost another steal for Ryan Okanowski, but Norwell keeps it. Yeah, I just love the colors that they have in this floor. The insignia looks great. Bellmont on both ends, as Norwell now having trouble in the backcourt. Kissel to Stauffer to Bray Wilson. Bray Wilson will lay it up and miss it. Couldn't get quite enough English on it. Okanowski inside to Ainsworth. Ainsworth fouled underneath. That'll go on Riley Stauffer. I think that's his fourth.
That's his third foul.
Okay.
Number 25, Stauffer.
1:01 left in this one.
If Stauffer would have gotten there just a second quicker, that would have been a charging foul, because he really, his form going down and stuff, he got there pretty good, just a second quicker.
Ainsworth looking to add to his total. Just a little strong on that free throw. Well, Bellmont has struggled to score all night. They only scored 6 points in the second quarter. Of course, Norwell only scored 1 in that second quarter. It's a 14-point Knight lead with under a minute to go. A lot of heavy pressure now from the Braves. Stauffer into the front court, looking for help, is grabbed by Ryan Okanowski. That's his second.
Yeah, we continue to ask ourselves the question, when are they going to stop fouling?
Well, right now, it's a 5-possession game. Stauffer can make it 6. Well, now he can't. Middleton takes a seat for the Knights. Cole Wilson back in. Also Trace Bauer back in for the Braves. 52.5 seconds left on the clock. 15-point lead now for the Knights. That equals their biggest lead of the night. Ainsworth quickly the other way. The floater no good. But the rebound pulled down by Jake Hall. He scores.
Rebound put back, Jacob Hall.
Cody Shively in the corner, not where he wants to be. Stauffer throws it away, but Cole Wilson, good hustle there to get it back for the Knights. Stauffer looking for help. He's trapped again, loses it, and Adam Weaver will head the other way. And Weaver throws it away. That'll be Norwell's basketball.
That will likely be the last time Bellmont fouls.
19.3 on the clock. Yeah, possibly.
Still got to get it across. Yep.
As Cole Wilson now in the front court looking for help, and he's fouled by Adam Weaver. That was not an intentional elbow. Weaver thought it might have been, and I understand why he thought it might. But Cole's elbow did not separate very far from his body. Weaver fouls out of the game. Adam Weaver really, I thought, did a good job of handling that. He said something, but he didn't say much. Weaver a senior. Cole Wilson a sophomore.
Now they're going to talk about this.
This is unnecessary as there's 11 seconds left in a 13-point game.
Austin Ocampo, by the way, entered for the Braves.
I don't think anything's going to happen.
Well, I think Coach Baker asked for that little confab.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. I also don't blame the officials for not doing anything about it. There wasn't any contact, but Adam Weaver thought there was some intent. As Cole Wilson will try to make it a 15-point lead again for the Knights with 11 on the clock. He does. Okanowski will bring it up for the Braves into the front court. Just really a shell defense being played by the Knights. Long three by Trace Bauer. That will do it for this one. Norwell comes in and leads with a 60-48 victory over the Braves. Norwell moves to 3-0 in the conference, 6-8 overall. Bellmont falls to 0-3 in the conference and 3-10 overall. We'll take a very quick break. Be back with a brief post-game show and players of the game after these words from our sponsors.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training, others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free childcare while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org.
Welcome back to Bellmont, the post-game show. Another victory for the Knights in what is becoming a good rivalry between these two schools, the US 224 rivalry. And Noah, I know you got some stats to share with us here during the postgame show.
Yes, I do. We'll start off with the individual scoring and team scoring for the guest on the scoreboard, Norwell. Number 10, Cody Shively had 15 points. He was the Knights' leading scorer. Number 12, Ian Kissel, had 11 points. He had 8 of those points in the second half. Number 20, Cole Wilson, had 2 points. Number 23, Quentin Middleton, had 4. 25, Riley Stauffer had 13 points. He had 10 points in the first half. Number 30, Colt Ringerberger, had 4 points. Number 32, Bray Wilson, had 11 points. And that does it for individual scoring for your Norwell Knights. As a team, they were 15 of 31 from the field, which was 48%. They were also 7 of 15 for 2-point field goals, which was 46%. And they were also 8 of 16 for 3-point field goals, which was 50%. The Knights were also 22 of 30 from the free throw line, which was 73%. Non-scoring for the Knights had 11 assists total. 4 of them came from Bray Wilson. They also had 18 rebounds total, 7 steals, 2 of them coming from Cody Shively, and they also had 14 turnovers. And now for the Bellmont Braves, the home team on the scoreboard. Number 5, Ainsworth, had 18 points in tonight's outing against the Knights. Number 11, Okanowski, had 6 points. Number 12, Hall, had 10 points. Number 24, Bauer, had 4 points. And number 33, Hess, had 10 points. The Braves were 17 of 38 from the field, which was 44%. They were also 13 of 24 for 2-point field goals, which is 54%. They were also 4 of 14 for 3-point field goals, which is 28%. And they were 10 of 15 from the free throw line, which is 66%. Non-scoring for the Braves, they had 16 rebounds total, 7 steals, 3 of them coming from Ainsworth, and another 3 of them coming from Ocampo. And then the Braves also had 18 turnovers for tonight.
Thank you, Noah. We're joined now during the post-game show by senior Bray Wilson. Bray, a very balanced effort from your squad tonight.
Yeah, I agree. For exception in the second quarter, we kind of had a that was rough on us, but I thought in the second half we did a good job of picking ourselves back up and finishing the game.
Really shot a lot of free throws tonight. I thought the thing that really stood out to me was I thought you guys distributed the basketball very well.
I agree. Yeah, we talked about ball movement and kick out threes. Helps a lot.
Early on, especially hitting 70%, I think, nearly in the first half of your threes. Obviously not able to sustain that kind of percentage, but weathered a tough second quarter where I believe you scored 1 point, right?
1 point,
yeah. 1 point. But that's not a shutout, so it's all good. But really a solid win. Never easy to win over here at Bellmont in what has become really a pretty much a traditional rivalry between these two teams.
Yeah, we knew coming in they were gonna play us tough. You know, they were probably looking at our record thinking maybe this is their year, and we knew we had to be ready for tonight.
Yeah, as obviously a lot of success against the Braves over the last 30 years.
Yeah.
But a tough one coming up. You've got Heritage at home on Tuesday night. What do you expect to see from the Patriots? They always give us a tough one.
Yeah, exactly. They always give us a tough game, and coaches made us recognize that in practice. So we're going to be ready for them. We're looking at them a lot. I think we're going to be ready for them.
Great start in the conference, 3-0. Let's keep it going and keep on rolling.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us,
Thank
Bray.
you.
Senior Bray Wilson, one of the leaders of this Norwell squad. We do need to name a couple of players of the game. You want to go first or you want Derek to go first?
I want Derek to go first. I go first during girls' games. He needs to learn to go first during boys' games.
Okay, so here's the way we'll do it. Derek, I'll let you name a player of the game for each team. Puts a little bit more pressure on you, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
You're up.
For Bellmont, I'm going with Sam Ainsworth.
Yep.
I believe had 18 points. And for Norwell, I'm going with Cody Shively. I think he had 15 points and was absolutely scorching from three-point range.
Early on.
And also, Riley Stauffer had a great game, I thought.
Yeah, he did. He played well.
Yeah, and he's earned himself quality minutes on the floor. Knocks down a good percentage of his free throws. And so Cody Shively for Norwell and Sam Ainsworth for Bellmont.
Thoughts, Noah?
I agree real quick. Tonight, Sam Ainsworth was had 18 points. He was 6 of 9 from the field, which is 66%. 3 of 4 for 2-point field goals, which is 75%. And then he was also 3 of 5 for 3-point field goals, which is 60%. And then also 3 of 5 for free throw attempts, which is 60%. And then Derek, I also agree with you about Cody Shively. I had him down for 15 points, leading scorer again for the Knights. He was 4 of 11 from the field, which is 36%. 1 of 4 for 2-point field goals, and also 3 of 7 for 3-point field goals. And he started off the night 3 of 3 for 3-pointers, and he was also 4 of 6 for free throw attempts, which is 66%.
So I take it you agree.
I said that in the very beginning.
Oh,
I'm giving you the rundown.
All right, that is a rundown. Good job. So I agree with both of you guys. The players of the game sponsored by New Holland Tri-County will be Sam Ainsworth for Bellmont as they go down in defeat tonight to the Knights. And Cody Shively will be the NHTC player of the game for the Knights as they move to 3-0 in the conference. And we've got the pleasure now of being joined in our post-game show by head coach Randy Hawkins, the coach of Norwell. Coach, another quality win, 2 in a row, perfect in the conference.
That's what it's all about. It was an ugly win. It's one of the first days. It doesn't matter. We're 3-0.
Actually, it was just an ugly quarter.
It's just an ugly quarter. We had one quarter, second quarter, right?
Yeah,
second quarter.
Right.
One lousy point.
Yeah.
Might as well score 0.
But you didn't get shut out.
We didn't get shut out again.
Yeah,
I guess you want to look
That's
at the positive.
That's right.
I guess look at the positive in that quarter. We held them to 6.
That's right.
So we could have been easily down in that game going into halftime there. So our defense really stepped up, I felt, tonight. In 1-3-1 in our man. We understood what the guys do, what they can do. Belmont-wise, as far as their personnel, so they did a nice job of defending those guys. And number 24 for them, Bauer, can really shoot the ball. He hit the 3 at the very end. So,
right.
To keep him scoreless or one free throw there, that's saying something. The guys really worked hard on the defensive end.
Well, and the other very positive trend we saw again tonight, a quick start by your Knights. They really came out scorching from beyond the arc.
Well, I looked at probably 6 of their games, and I watched how they got out to a quick start. And a lot of the games, all 6 of them actually that I looked at, they had leads. They had 11-8 lead. They're beating Mississauga the other night. They're beating Whitco. All these games they had leads. So we stressed how important it was for us to jump on them first. Get our energy going, get in the 1-3-1, create some turnovers. Just don't sit back in it and get our defense rolling, get our energy going. Our defense creates offense.
Yep.
We got to the paint there in the first quarter as well. We had to kick out threes. And that really was the difference from the first quarter to the second quarter. Our second quarter turned into dribble, east and west, kind of going north and south, throwing it over to the wing, shoot one. Rather than getting to the lane and kicking out. We stopped doing that. And, trust me, I stressed that in the huddle about getting to the lane and getting to the rim. Do not fall in love with the 3. Do not settle. But we settled there a little bit in the second quarter. And, it's just, when you hit 7 in the first quarter like that, and we're not hitting much rim, it looks really good going up when it comes out of your hand and the guys fall in love with it.
Yeah, that can cause a pretty serious case of infatuation.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, and it definitely did. And, no matter how much I told them to get to the rim, we scored that 1 point late in the second quarter, too, I believe. So, but, again, our defense came up big in that quarter. But then you start looking at the third quarter and the fourth quarter, hitting free throws, going to the line and shooting, hitting the free throws, shooting with confidence. We knew in fourth quarter they're going to come at us. Yeah. And, it's just a matter of getting guys in places, and we did that. The guys right away got in our 2-slide offense and took care of the basketball and took some time off the clock, made them come foul us, and we went to the line, hit some free throws.
Another solid win, and, Coach, you got the always pesky Heritage Patriots coming in to the Castle on Tuesday night. What do you look to see from them?
Oh, they'll play hard. How
absolutely.
they're just like they're going to come after us. They're going to play hard. And
new coach this year.
Yeah,
right?
New coach. But I expect the same results. They're fast. They can shoot from the outside a little bit. They can get to the rim. So it's a team kind of like Bellmont. They'll be ready to play, and it'll be a challenge. But we're taking one game at a time, and we're going to look at Tuesday and try and get that one.
Very good. Well, we'll be there with you on
right.
Tuesday night. The Castle. We appreciate you joining us here during the post-game show. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Will do. Thanks, you.
Coach.
Appreciate it. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yep. head coach Randy Hawkins. Any last thoughts, Noah?
Great, solid win tonight for Norwell, and just excited to see what they're going to do against Heritage on Tuesday.
Very good. Derek?
Yeah, we talked about Heritage being real pesky, and that team is always ready to play. Coach Hawkins touched on it just a little bit. That team is always ready, and you got to be ready. I feel like Norwell came out and did exactly what they wanted to do in the first quarter, and I don't think they kind of, they didn't look back from there. You get out to a big lead like that, very similar to what they did on Saturday night against Leo in a win there. I do have New Haven that was a mistake. New Haven was not playing Columbia City tonight. Columbia City beat Huntington North in the conference 41-27.
All right.
And so they stay perfect in the conference as well. In a low-scoring affair, I might add. Columbia City runs pretty. They're slow.
Very deliberate.
Very.
Well, once again, your final score from here at Bellmont tonight. Norwell comes away with a win 60-48 for Noah Tobias and Derek Decker. This is Greg Van Meter saying so long, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.